What if I told you that marriage, real marriage, doesn't end with death? Well, if you haven't seen part one of this two-part series on marriage in heaven, I highly recommend going back to watch that first. It sets the stage for what we're diving into today. Let's begin. In his book, Heaven and Hell, Swedenborg tells us that marriages in heaven are eternal, not because of law, duty, or contract. No, nobody signed a million-year contract, but because of love, a love so holy it mirrors the union of divine goodness and divine truth. Earthly marriages often serve so many purposes: companionship, family, support. But heavenly marriage is something entirely different. It's not about the body, it's about the soul. Swedenborg shares that in heaven, spouses don't even use the terms husband or wife. They're known simply as those who belong to each other. That's how deeply entwined their beings become. This isn't just poetic imagery, it's a lived reality in the spiritual world. Angels in heavenly marriage experience pleasures so deep, so vibrant, they can't be counted. The joy of two minds, two hearts, two spirits, eternally united by the Lord Himself. And here's something sobering. Where marriage is rooted in selfishness, control, or external appearances, those marriages, they don't survive. In fact, Swedenborg tells us that hellish influences in the natural world, right here, right now, work tirelessly to distort or pervert heavenly marriage from ever forming within us. Because that kind of love is the very image of heaven itself. This contrast reminds us that what we nurture in our relationships, whether control or compassion, truth or deception, that shapes not just our marriage, but it shapes our eternal trajectory. So how can we use this information today? How can we apply this in our lives? Well, it reminds us to treat love as sacred, to choose honesty over charm, mutual care over control. It challenges us to become the kind of soul someone could be eternally united with. And that journey starts with the marriage within, the union of the good we will and the truth we believe. When we align our hearts and minds in love and truth, we prepare ourselves for the kind of love that never ends. A marriage that doesn't just last a lifetime, but an eternity. When love and truth live together in harmony, heaven finds a home in us, between us, and beyond us. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Heaven and Hell. I'll see you next week, where we will continue this walk through this extraordinary travelogue.